Welcome to Brainstorm MTG. I'm ELD, and this is Fast Effect Double Speed Magic the Gathering. This was filmed at Scholars Games on April 28th as part of our Dual Land tournament. Here we've got Goblins versus Black-Red Reanimator. This is our top 8 match. Our life total tracker did go down for this match. Try and keep up with it as best I can. The Black-Red Reanimator, not exactly known for taking tiny chunks out of the opponent's life total. It is very much an all-in deck. Notably, Gristlebrand can cause a lot of problems here, gaining life and really pushing Reanimator out of range of Goblins, which does not run Goblin Piledriver anymore, or Warchief for the most part. Both of those cards in the past were considered the core of the deck, and at this point Goblins in a lot of ways has evolved to not rely on them and be a little bit more resilient to the one-for-one trades, which are more common in the format. Chancellor of the Annex comes down early, and we're going to see a Grafdigger's Cage. Entomb. Actually missed that interaction there. Let me know in the comments. Looked like Chancellor of the Annex would have countered that Grafdigger's Cage. I can actually see how that came in. But Entomb, I'm going to go ahead and find Gristlebrand anyways. Grafdigger's Cage, huge problem here. See what Jake's able to do about it. Getting that Badlands. And he's got the Wear Tear, so we are on game 2 here. So a little technical difficulty there. We actually jumped in the middle of this match. And that looks like it might be that new Dampening Sphere. Let me know what that card is. Gristlebrand drawing 7 versus Goblins doing 0 damage so far. Unmask, grabbing Siege Gang, leaving just a Mountain in hand. I'm going to assume that Goblins actually won game 1 here. Here comes Warchief. Gristlebrand coming in again, drawing 7 more cards. And Chrome Mox, that is Dampening Sphere, Interesting choice. And Collective Brutality, now at 3 mana. And Elliot just going to scoop it up there. We're going to be on to game 3. I do believe that was Dampening Sphere. Haven't seen anybody sleeve that card up. Does not look like a great card on the surface. Definitely harder to storm through in a single turn when you're talking about storm lists. The exponential growth of those additional triggers, hugely problematic. But the fact that it doesn't tax the early cantrips makes me think that it couldn't possibly be anywhere near as good as Thorn of Amethyst. Thorn really able to make sure that those cantrips are nowhere near worth their casting cost. Paying 2 or 3 mana for those early cantrips just so punishing. Whereas that Dampening Sphere is just going to allow them to play repeatedly cantrips on your turn, on their turn, just kind of dig through until they're actually ready to win, answer the sphere, and then kill you. And that's, of course, just Storm decks. Never mind some of the other combo decks that only need to play 1 spell. In that case, it doesn't tax them at all. Decks like Reanimator or Show and Tell. So here we have Badlands and Swamp facing each other down. Mana base is building here. Nothing too explosive yet. Of course, Elliott on Goblins, not afraid to play unconventional cards, so not exactly shocking to see him testing out Dampening Sphere. But I don't think it's going to end up making the cut in the long term. And there's Entomb for Iona. And versus a deck that is almost exclusively red, this could be a huge problem. Jake fetching. And there's a Faithless Looting. Finding the Entomb. Oh, and Sire of Insanity. And we've got Dark Ritual. Unmask pitching Dark Ritual. So 3 black floating right now. Only 1 animate spell. And Surgical on Iona. Unmask looks like it was forced to take Goblin Matron. And then Exhume brings back both Sire of Insanity and the Goblin Matron. Elliott taking a look, trying to figure out if he should actually grab anything here, because it's going to go away end of turn. Could grab one of your outs that you don't want. Sorry, one of the cards that is not an out, I should say. And it looks like he's grabbing a Tarfire. That seems fairly reasonable here. You can just fire that off before the Sire forces him to discard it. He is doing exactly that. Fetching as well. So we've got a showdown here. Sire of Insanity versus Goblin Matron in Game 3 here. Round 1 of the top 8. And right off the top, we've got Warren Instigator. And it looks like a blank there in Waxwane. Be great if there was some type of graveyard removal to worry about. But gonna go ahead and fire in there with Sire of Insanity. Like a 3-turn clock. Just 2 more swings from Sire of Insanity. Here we go. Oh, into Matron. The Warren Instigator gonna hit Matron, and then there's another trigger on the stack. Elliott drawing perfectly here. Kiki Jiki. The Warren Instigator putting in Matron, which gets Kiki Jiki. Kiki Jiki comes in off of the second trigger. Now he's firing off, making a copy with Kiki Jiki, and that's going to grab Sting Scourger, and he has solved that puzzle, putting Sire of Insanity back in Jake's hand. If Sting Scourger could return a friendly minion, this game would be definitely over. As it is, it's really, really bad spot. Of course, if Kiki Jiki could copy Sting Scourger and then return the original copy, it's hard to imagine how Jake could actually find a way to win this. But he's going to go ahead and flashback Faithless Looting regardless. Wow, what a comeback from Elliott here. Just facing down death with that Sire of Insanity. And here we go. Kiki Jiki showing why he's in the deck. Copying Matron. We're going to have a hasty copy there. Going to get in to the red zone, cause a little bit of damage before it goes away, but the real damage is going to be the creature it tutors up. And let me know in the comments what you would grab here. I think Siege Gang Commander, definitely a solid option. Matron also solid in that you could cast Matron, get more bodies on board. There's the Siege Gang and company with the Lackey. So Warren Instigator putting in both guys. The mana not being used, but he's keeping it up for Siege Gang Commander. Faithless Looting one more time from Jake. He's going to need like Elish Norn. I believe we are in Elish Norn or bust territory. Animate Dead, gonna grab Gristlebrand. That will not do it. Siege Gang Commander is gonna prevent that plan from working. Here we go for lethal. Wow, nice comeback from Elliot there. Sire of Insanity, showing that Goblins can get it done just playing off the top.
That's all for this one. If you enjoyed the video, please help grow the channel by subscribing. You'll be notified when we upload new videos like Fast Effect, Double Speed Magic with commentary, or Untapped, our raw tournament gameplay. Thanks for watching.